Cancer, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late October 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, my friends, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could test the waters. And as you can see, I'm in the season spirit still. I busted out the wizard's robe from the closet. So let's get it going here. Let's shuffle it up one time for my lovely Cancerians. I hope you're all doing fantastic, as always. Let's get it going, my guides. So yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first oracle card, then we'll get into the full reading itself, and at the very end I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. Let's go here. What do we got for Cancer, please? Thank you for late October. Quick. All right, yeah, you might have a lot on the mind here with this card. You might have those creative juices flowing like in overdrive. I do like this card. The imagery is pretty adorable if you ask me. But before we get into that and start peeling back the layers, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the October subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly take your wizard wand and illuminate that like button, you know I'd greatly appreciate it, my friends. But into the reading we go, enough of the promo. You see this lady, she has that beautiful beehive haircut and she has all the different creative implements in her hair. So that's why I always go to the first default, that like you might be feeling extra creative. You might need to express yourself through creative means, whether it's music, art, poetry. You might need some sort of release through creative endeavors. But another thing that I always pick up with this card, this person literally has a lot on their mind. So your mind might be extra active. You might be thinking about a lot of different things, or there could be a lot of different energies coming at you and affecting you when we have a card like this. So just know you might need to do some energetic protection, ground yourself, all those good things. But if it is just creativity, I'd say that's a good thing. That's a very water sign type of energy to have. So let's get into tarot. Enough of that. I always say that's just a little footnote for us to look at. It doesn't make or break the reading. But yeah, we're going to get you these first three in the upright, then we'll get the intuitive, juicy stuff. So let's shuffle it up for Cancer, please. My guides, talk to me. What do we got? So, last week's reading was titled An Unexpected Return, and I do believe like the main name of the game, the theme of last week's reading, is that you might have been reflecting on the past quite a bit, or something or someone that may have been from the past could have bubbled up. Could it have been a behavioral pattern? Could it have been like past things just coming up in your space and your energy? There was that type of vibe. Of course, the hidden, unexpected type of energy as well, where things could have been popping up out of nowhere. So hopefully everything's been okay for you. But it's a new week, so we're going to see what we have. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, of course. Let's get these three out, though. What do we got for Cancer, please? And I always like to say that this could be the energy of those around you as well. I've been seeing so much angelic energy in like all the signs this weekend. We have Temperance in position number 1. Super interesting. Let's keep it moving. All right. For some of you, that could just be a Saggy or a Sagittarius, but we're going to see what we got here. All right. Yeah. Two totally different energies here. We have the Knight of Swords right next to Temperance, okay? So this could be something going from 0 to 100, like really, really quick, or you revving up the engines to do something. Interesting dynamic. Let's get one more for Cancer, please. Something could pick up a ton of steam. You might be doing a lot of work here, a lot of diligence. This could be the creativity that we were seeing as well. We got the 8 of Pentacles on the back end. So to me, it's looking like we might be seeing a few different aspects of life itself throughout this week's spread. So we're going to go through it real quick. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get that juicy, intuitive stuff. So position number 1, Temperance. Like I was saying, this is the card that represents Sagittarius. So you might be linked closely to Sagittarius with a card like this. Depicted on Temperance is the Archangel Michael. So when I see this card, it does make me think of spiritual protection, your guides, your spirit teams, that love and light energy watching over you. So that's a nice reassuring thing to know, that you are being watched over, you are protected, even if you can't see it or feel it. However, this card is absolutely, yeah, it could have deeper meanings of like alchemy and stuff like that. But when I see Temperance, I think of patience, calming things down. So it's going to be intriguing to see what the clarifier is, because the next card is not that. I can tell you that for sure. Like, it's a stopped patient type of energy. All right, now maybe some of you, your patience will be rewarded in some form or fashion, because moving to the center, we have the Knight of Swords. Now this could represent an air sign, so Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. If this doesn't represent a person in your life that's an air sign, one of the fastest moving cards. So we have one of the slowest patient cards with one of the fastest movers here with this Knight of Swords. So something could be picking up a lot of steam. Explosive energies, which we've been seeing for you in recent weeks. Action, movement, change, transformation. Okay. This card is going towards something like a rocket. So yeah, it could speak about travel, distance, things like that. But when I see the Knight of Swords, that's the positive of it. It can also be a little bit combative. So just know that, like, there could be a warning here about conflict, possibly. I don't want to go that route just yet, but that could be a combative, headbutting type of energy. Now, moving to the very back end, we have the Eight of Pentacles. You might be working very hard towards something. You might be very diligent, or there could be situations involving work or what you do for money showing up here on the back end, okay? You see this person, they're diligently working on those pentacles, creating them. So we can tie it back into the creative juices that we saw with the first card. Expressing yourself through creative means could be very important in this time for one reason or another, especially if you've been feeling rough, cabin fever, creating and expressing yourself. But this is a very diligent, hardworking type of energy if it's not just talking about work itself, which it absolutely could be. So, and it's a card of dedication. So I really want to dive deeper in all this, Cancer. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, so we're going to get it a good shuffle here for my Cancer people here. What's going on, my gods? Talk to me. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on this Temperance card. And if you read tarot yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to the Cancer Collective, you drop it down in the box. I don't mind. All right, Temperance, why is it here for Cancer, please? Okay. Yeah, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you might really need to take your time getting better for some reason. That's like the first thing that's popping in my mind. Now, I don't know if you're suffering from physical ailments, emotional ailments. This could be somebody where there's a little bit of pain lingering. So that's a vibe I'm feeling here, that either you or someone you're close to might really be going through something right now, might be experiencing pain in one form or another. Take your time. That's what this is saying. Like, time heals all wounds. We've all heard that quote. That's kind of the vibe I'm picking up here. So you might need to take your time in improving and getting better. Or this could be somebody you're linked to that needs to hear that. Like, listen, it's okay. It takes as long as it takes. But yeah, to me, this is either somebody in pain or somebody hurting, okay? Another thing, though, since it is under this angelic energy, such as Temperance, this could be spirit helping you through. Spirit watching over you. Don't feel alone, because the Five of Pentacles is a card of isolation. It's a card of solitude. So you might be experiencing feelings of loneliness or separation. When we have a card like this, it's spirit giving you a little nudge, a little hug, a little squeeze. So we're going to keep moving here. There could be somebody going through something. It's all good, though. We all do, right? So let's go in on this Knight of Swords, see what that's about. Once again, another Pentacle vibe showing up. So that money, that work. See what's going on with the Knight of Swords. Please and thank you. Okay, thank you. Seven of Swords, yeah, this is a warning for sure. With the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords, like, watch out for any snake in the grass type of individual, anyone doing anything underhanded. And yeah, somebody might get caught out there in the streets, that's possible, but this is an absolute big warning about the company you keep and those around you, because the Seven of Swords is sneaky, it's a little underhanded, and under a card of conflict like this could be spirit saying, like, hey, something might really come to a head, or you may have recently been through something that really came to a head, especially with the unexpected hidden type of feelings here, right? So something might come to the surface suddenly, all right? That's just the vibe I'm catching here, but just beware, all right? Watch the company you keep, because you might have to call somebody out as well. Like, if you see somebody acting in a way they shouldn't, if there's somebody who's a little snake-like in their ways. I don't feel like this is a long-lasting type of energy, but it is a warning for sure from spirit. So we're going to keep moving here. I do believe it's an important warning for sure, okay? That there might be somebody doing things in the shadows that you need to keep eyes on. Just yourself in this time, don't do anything underhanded, okay? Especially with the Seven of Swords. So we're going to go in on the Eight of Pentacles. Very important warning. Yeah, something could come to a head. That's just what I'm feeling. All right, this is good. We have the Six of Swords, and I will say this, Cancer, half of the spread is sword energy, and I was saying it since the very beginning that you might have a lot on your mind, you might be thinking about quite a bit. Sword energy is that thought-based, mind-based type of energy. However, this is really good to me. The Six of Swords is a card of moving from choppy waters into the calm. So I'm seeing big improvements, things changing, things getting better. You might really need to keep yourself busy in this time. That's a big, important thing. Regardless of what else is going on, how you might be feeling, keeping those hands busy, keeping yourself busy is super important, okay? Because things can improve, things will change for the better. That's what I'm seeing here. It might take a concerted effort, though. Not saying to rush it, but you might need to put in a little effort to make things better. But I am seeing change here for the better, like big change right here on the back end. Especially, I mean, for some of you, this could be someone you're linked to that's like changing their ways as well. So do it that way. Let's go through and do a quick recap. For some of you, it could also be like a better work situation coming in, all right? A work-life balance or a work situation. I do like this. But this is improvement on the back end. Let's go through. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Temperance card with the Five of Pentacles. Like I said, to me, this felt like someone you're linked to or even yourself might be in some sort of pain, might be hurting. And this is Spirit saying, like, slow and steady, take your time. If you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling isolated, this is Spirit saying there is somebody always watching over you. There is somebody with you. It's a beautiful type of energy. But moving to the center, this is where we catch our big warning of the spread, because the front and back weren't too bad. But the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords, like red flags popping off in my head. Important warning here from Spirit that you might catch somebody slipping. You might catch someone out in the streets, like maybe somebody's being a little underhanded, snake in the grass type of vibe. This could be a warning about conflict as well, butting heads with people. But I would expect the unexpected, because there might be certain things going on around you where you don't see all the details. Like if there's certain things that don't quite make much sense or something's just not adding up. That's the vibe we're catching here. There's unseen factors. Moving to the very back end, though, we have the Eight of Pentacles with the Six of Swords. Beautiful. So this is somebody putting forth an effort to make things better. This is an energy of change. Slow and meticulous nonetheless. Maybe some of you are going to step into a better work-life balance or a better work situation for sure. But you need to keep yourself busy. That's the thing I'm seeing here. Like, the idle hands are the devil's playground. Did you ever hear that? That's kind of what I'm picking up here. You need to keep yourself busy, okay? Not saying to overexert yourself, but you either need to create something or just stay busy. And yeah, let's get into the Shadow card. And maybe this is just advice that you need to give somebody you're close to. But yeah, we're going to get you one Shadow card, Cancer. Interesting reading, because even though we have that warning in the center, the rest of it wasn't like treacherous. I would still take that warning, like watch the company you keep for sure. We're going to get you one Shadow card here. So what's going on? What's in the shadows for Cancer, please? Thank you. Seven of Cups, that mental energy is still persisting. The mind. We've been seeing it since the very beginning. We're seeing it right here on the back end as well. The Seven of Cups is sometimes a good card, but just know you might be lost in the sauce a little bit with a card like this. One of my bigger cards of daydreaming, and the fact that it's in the shadows could be Spirit saying, like, listen, don't psych yourself out, don't overthink things. I know we were already speaking about keeping yourself busy, keeping your hands busy, super important with Seven of Cups in the shadows, but this is also a card of options, right? Choices. So maybe some of you need to make some firm judgment calls, decisions, choices of how you want to proceed in life. That's the type of vibe we could pick up from this. But don't let your mind be your own worst enemy. That's like a big thing I'm picking up here. So Cancer, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the October subscriber surprise. For the October subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the wonderful Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which tarot card you'd like to see me dressed up as for Halloween this year. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.